May 30th, 1964, the Indianapolis 500, it was supposed to be a revolution. Instead, it exploded in fire and tragedy. 2 drivers were dead, and the engine that promised to change racing forever. Ford's new, dual overhead cam V8 was under intense scrutiny. But the story of the Ford 255 DOHC isn't just about the chaos of that day. It's about a cultural and technological war fought at 180 miles per hour, led by a quiet Scottish sheep farmer named Jim Clark, a British renegade named Colin Chapman, and an aggressive corporate decree from Detroit. For decades, American racing had been dominated by the mighty, front-engined Offenhouser roadsters. This new engine, with its European finesse and cutting-edge design, was the tool that would rip Indy's soul wide open. The invasion began quietly in 1963. Jim Clark, already a Formula One savant with Team Lotus, arrived at the brickyard. His Lotus 29, a sleek mid-engine car, seemed like a gimmick to the American establishment. Its power plant was just a modified Ford Fairlane pushrod V8, running on pump gasoline instead of the standard methanol. But Clark wasn't just fast, he was a mechanical genius. He stalked Parnelli Jones's traditional roadster for 200 laps, losing by a mere 33 seconds. The establishment was shaken. The old guard of American racing was crumbling. Ford's vice president, Leo Beebe, saw the writing on the wall and issued a decree. Build an engine that wouldn't just compete, but would humiliate the Offenhouser dynasty. The result was the 649B. The 649B was a technological masterstroke. Ford engineers abandoned the traditional pushrod design entirely. They created a clean-sheet DOHC V8, featuring 4 valves per cylinder, technology common in Europe, but nearly unheard of in American racing engines. This was precision over brute force. The new engine could rev higher, breathe deeper, and run far more efficiently than its predecessors. Displacing 255 cubic inches, it was light, compact, and produced over 425 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. It sounded like something from the future. But with innovation comes a steep learning curve. The engine's complexity introduced a host of problems. The biggest challenge was lubrication. The tight tolerances and screaming RPMs of the DOHC design meant the oiling system had to be surgically precise. Early testing revealed catastrophic flaws: oil aeration, where air mixed into the oil and compromised pressure, and windage, where the rotating crankshaft threw oil mist around, robbing horsepower and stressing the system. It wasn't enough to design a fast engine. It had to be durable enough to withstand 500 miles of full throttle abuse. Ford's engineers scrambled, implementing a masterclass in problem-solving, twin scavenging pumps, redesigned galleries, and intricate baffling to manage the internal chaos. They sorted the mechanical liability just in time for the 1964 race. But their mechanical success was overshadowed by tragedy. On lap 2 of the 1964 Indy 500, a massive fiery crash involving 2 Ford-powered cars, Dave MacDonald and Eddie Sachs, stopped the race. The root cause was the fuel system, specifically the use of fast-burning gasoline instead of less volatile methanol. The U.S. Auto Club responded swiftly. For 1965, gasoline was banned. This tragedy changed racing safety forever and forced Ford to adapt its now-proven engine to methanol's unique characteristics. The fire of 1964 left a scar, but Ford returned in 1965 with vengeance and clarity. Jim Clark was again at the wheel of the refined, methanol-adapted Lotus 38. The engine was fully sorted, reliable and unstoppable. Clark led 190 of the 200 laps, lapping the entire field except for second place. It was technical domination, setting a new record average speed. Of the 33 cars that started, 24 were powered by the Ford DOHC V8. The engine that faced tragedy, doubt and fire had achieved total redemption. Its success at Indy became a template for performance worldwide, even inspiring the legendary Cosworth DFV engine in Formula One. The Ford DOHC didn't just win one race, it changed how racing engines were built across the globe.